All right, good morning, everybody. Sunday morning. This is my third round of making this video because this didn't come out good, shaky, and I'm starting to think it was me. But I've got auto stabilize on the camera, but the stick that I've got this mounted on, the fitting was really loose, so I actually put some Zap-A-Gap down in there, and hopefully it won't be so shaky this time, because I'm starting to think, holy hell, is this me? What's going on here? Anyway, let's jump right to it. This is where we're currently at, working on the big Corvette, and as you can see, making some progress here. Motor pretty much finished, set up. Got the headers on this morning. Got a little bit of clearance problems going on. The collectors down in there are hitting the interior pod just a little bit, so I'm gonna have to grind those down just a hair. But motor's looking pretty good so far. I'm pretty happy with that. Still needs a little detail work, a little touch-up work. Got the plug lines in and the distributor. After a major goof, not thinking about it, didn't put the headers on first, set up all the plug wires, and of course they needed to go between the headers, so that didn't work out. Had to pull them all back off, but fortunately I used heat shrink on there, and I was able to just redo them pretty quickly. I was able to do the repair in about 10 minutes. So anyway, so everything's fitting in there, but right now the motor's got to go back just a couple millimeters because it's got some clearance issues on the blower drive, and on this bracket it's just throwing everything off a little bit because of hitting those collectors. But anyway, I'll fix that. As you can see, the whole thing's in primer, but still needs some body work. Just got some high lines right here that needs softened up a little bit, so I'm just gonna lightly hit that again. There's a couple little ones just around the body, but for the most part it's probably getting to be just about as good as it's going to get. I've been smoothing down here around where these spoilers fit up and everything underneath, but I'm not going to kill myself much more on it. So I'm really just getting to the point where it's about ready for paint. This tan interior, that's the color it was molded in. That will not be the interior color. So anyway, that's what's going on with the Vette. So yeah, this thing is just, it's a monster. It's a big model, but it's going to be cool, I think, when it's finished. So looking forward to moving along on that. As you can see in the back here, my Roth Monster, this is going to go in my hydroplane. He is got some paint on him, and got out there last night and again this morning. Did a little airbrush work. Temperatures have been pretty good, so get out there early. And he's ready for me to go in there and start hand painting on him now. So he's going in my hydroplane project. So happy with him so far, and things are progressing. The other thing I'm working on, of course, is the AMT 53 Ford, which I've just got it kind of mocked up here. I had shot the body and everything Friday night. This is Auto Air. It's a Caribbean blue. And got all that shot on there, and generally I would clear over this with urethane, but I really started looking at this and I really liked the way that it looked, you know, in a flat finish. So I've kind of decided I'm gonna keep it that way. So I gave this 3 or 4 coats of Tamiya flat clear this morning. You can see the motors in there. The interior is going to remain white. Had to change things up on the tires and rims. I was going to originally use the Pegasus Hobbies Raider rims and tires, but they were too big, and I used the custom fenders on this, and those tires just would not fit in there, so needed to use the kit stock tires. I like the white walls, so I dug out some resin cast Kragers out of my stash. It's an eBay purchase from who knows when. It's been a while, like, obviously, because they were resin cast, and I had a couple sets of those. And there was 2 wide ones and 2 skinny ones in each set. I used the skinny ones, obviously, to fit these little tiny skinny tires. And but these are really well done for resin cast, whoever did them. But so that's, you know, everything changed up, but that's okay. I mean, sometimes plans change, and for what I'm going to do, the idea I've got for this finished project, I think the matte finish is going to be cool. So I like the way it came out. And got my little trailer here that's going to be hauling some goodies. So I'll show you that somewhere along the line. So that's coming there. I got some cool Recaro seats I'm going to put in there, some buckets. Just kind of, it'd be a mild custom. You know, it's a little higher up in the air than what I'd like. I would have liked to have dropped the suspension a little more, but that's okay. It's going to be kind of a custom slash work vehicle when I'm done with it. So show you this that I picked up at Walmart this weekend. This is an M2 hauler, which is really cool. It's got an old school Challenger funny car in there. Love the old Dodge cab on the hauler. So I grabbed that. I don't buy too much die-cast anymore, but I really like this. It's really well done. Gear banging shift knobs, it says on the top of it. Let's see, the Speed Dog shift knobs. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, so that's what I got going on. The only other thing I was going to say, I do have some more shop cards left. If any of you guys want a shop card, please let me know. You do not have to have a YouTube channel or anything specific. If you just want one, email me. The link's on there, and I'll send you one. I don't care. I've got about 24 of these original ones left. I'm going to do some new ones, but I'd like to use these up first. So if you don't have one of these, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to send you one. And once in a while I throw some stickers in there as well. So they're there, they're there for the asking. So anyway, I'm not gonna drone on much longer. That's everything I've got going on. Hope all of you guys are building, seeing some really great builds out there, from you young guys and all the old guys too. So I think there's just so much cool stuff available on the market right now, between the 3D printed stuff and all of our cottage industry stuff that's available right now. It's just people's imaginations have just gone wild. I'm just really loving the builds that I'm seeing. I'm glad to see the hobby thriving right now, because there was a long period there. I mean, I have built straight on for years, but there was a long time when there just wasn't a whole lot going on. We had a few sites with people out there actively building, but it really took a beating for a while, and I think it's really made a comeback. Of course, I would have to say the model companies, Mobius and Round 2 have been a big part of that. The reissue program's great. A lot of those old school models that so many of us old guys would love to see again, and they're all coming back again. So believe me, I got an attic full of them and a closet full of them right now. I've been buying up those old kits I had as a kid. So, and hopefully they're appealing to the younger generation too. But there's so many great new kits for them too, with the little tuner cars and stuff. I watched a video the other day of a model show from Japan. Just amazing, some of their builds and some of the paint work these guys are doing, the young guys with those little tuner cars and stuff. They're just really cool. That's not so much my thing. My son loves that stuff. I appreciate all cars because I'm a car guy, but I appreciate the work that they're putting into these bodies and these crazy little builds with the crazy exhausts and wings and stuff on them, because there's real cars out there like that. They're building these things one-to-one too. So, and I'm a car guy, so anything with wheels, I like it. So I'm glad to see all of this going on. But anyway, so I hope you guys are building. Hope you had a good weekend and a safe 4th of July. And I'll see you again next week sometime, so stay tuned. Hopefully I'm not as shaky this time on this video, because I don't know what else to do. I've redone my camera and the stick and everything else, so checked everything. So hopefully it's all good and you guys will get to watch this without getting the jitters. So I will see you again next week. Thanks for tuning in. See you again real soon.